cases every day. And the last public report showed that we had bused more than 5,000 people. The real updated number now is we bust more than 6,000 people to Washington, D.C., and the numbers continue to add up. Let me first explain to everybody what led to this in the first place, and that is, as I mentioned, the Biden administration was just dumping these migrants off in border communities that had no ability to deal with it whatsoever. And they were talking to me about their strategy, and they were saying that they were going to bust them to San Antonio. I said, no. We're not going to bust them to San Antonio. If we're going to bust anybody, we're going to put them on a bus and send them all the way to Washington, D.C. If Joe Biden will not come to the border, we're going to take the border to Joe Biden. And we knew that once they got 5,000 people buzzed up there, they would not be able to deal with it. Don't know if you saw the news today, but the D.C. mayor is now calling for the National Guard to help Washington, D.C. out with their immigration problem. And so we intend to continue to increase that number every single day. With regard to other states, there is one of the states that joined in our effort, and that is Arizona. So Arizona is also busing illegal immigrants to Washington, D.C. The last public number I saw from them was over 8,000, but that's about 10 days old news. And so I would expect their number to be larger also. We're going to help the people in the Northeast understand what it means to have a border crisis themselves. And I got to tell you one last thing, Larry, and that is the hypocrisy that they have shown by making it sound like they can't deal with this, and why are they suddenly being inundated with these migrants? The hypocrisy. They expect Texas to deal with it, with a problem that's caused by the Biden administration. I'm sorry, I want to add one more last thing. Everybody on this call needs to remember, 2 years ago, we had the most secure border in decades, with the fewest border crossings in decades. And now under the Biden administration, it is the highest number of border crossings ever. And so we got to take back the White House. We got to take back Congress and the Senate. We got to fire Nancy Pelosi. But we also need to win the great state of Texas to make sure that our border remains secure.
Larry, thank you for your question.